Today we are gonna be making Popeyes. We're gonna try to make Popeyes chicken strips. Okay, so let's go. 1 cup of buttermilk, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of paprika, and half teaspoon of cayenne pepper. But you can use any type of pepper you want. Just gonna add it in a mixture, and this will be our marinade. All right, I got my chicken breast tenderloins, and we are just gonna add this to the mixture. Okay, once your chicken is sealed, just put it in your fridge for about an hour to overnight. But if you do it overnight, it'll be better, but I'm hungry. All right, guys, it's almost been an hour, so let's start making our flour. So we're starting off with 2/3 cups of flour, and then we're doing half teaspoon of paprika and 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. We're doing half teaspoon of salt. And then we are doing a half teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder, and 1/8 teaspoon of yellow mustard powder. All right, now let's combine it. All right, after we're done combining our thing, let's start dredging our tenders. So get your tenders. All right, I got my tenders here. Let's wrap it. All right, got my gloves. Okay. Just lift one out. And then we are gonna put it on. You need 1 wet hand and then 1 dry hand to prevent clumpiness. Okay, our first coat is done. Take a look. Got all of them over here. Now we're gonna need another plate. Now do it again, but we're gonna dip it into the batter and then into the flour again. So let's go do it. All right, got my pan right here. Let's turn this thing on high. And let's add some oil now. So you want the oil to be around halfway of the pan, or half the height of the chicken tenders. So you could cook half of it on one side and then half of it on the other side. But if you have too little, then you're gonna have a raw middle, and then guess what? You're gonna die. Okay, this is enough. Okay, just heat this oil up until 375, and then we're gonna fry our tenders. Alright guys, our oil is done heating up. And when you reach 375, you just want to turn the heat on medium and keep it consistent. Okay, so got my tenders right here. How we're gonna do this is just grab one, and then just hold it here for 5 seconds, and then down slowly. Okay, you're gonna do 3 at a time, depending on how big your pan is, and do 5 minutes on each side. I don't want to overcrowd the pan. Alright, it's been about 2 minutes. I just lowered the heat down to medium low, and we're just gonna let this cook for the remainder of the time. Alright, I just flipped them over. They may not look like Popeyes, but will be better than Popeyes, I can assure you. Alright, our chicken tenders are done. Let's remove them. Turn off your heat. And what you want to do is just basically pick it up and then transfer it onto a cooling rack with tinfoil on the bottom to prevent a greasy mess. So just put it on. Wow, look how amazing these tenders look. Even though they don't have the flakiness, I can feel how hard it is, and it'll be so crunchy and juicy. Strain as much. Alright. Oh yeah, this one looks the best. See that burnt marks? Those are the spices, the amazing spices. But it's okay. Burnt is the flavor, and it will be really good. Alright, just set aside, and then reload your fryer. Also, not to mention, season your chicken tenders with some pepper and salt right after, so it sticks on. Alright, our final batch is done. These ones look much more promising and better. Wow, look at this. Let's transfer them onto the rack. Move these out of the way. Turn off the heat. Okay. Alright, season with salt and pepper, let it cool down for a little bit, and then let's taste it. Okay, guys. Got my chicken tenders. And this is an easy sauce. It's just barbecue, ketchup, and mayo. It's amazing. Okay, let's taste test. It is extremely juicy. Oh my gosh, it's like all the juices made the breading not stick on. Yikes. That's not good. Okay, that's still very tasty. Oh my god. Okay. I don't know what's up with this. This has never happened to me. It's a lot of juice. To be honest, these are pretty good. Taste all the spices in it. I think if you make this, definitely don't double batter it, because I think that's why it's not sticking on. Just do it once, just flour it and then throw it in the deep fryer. Juicy, tasty, flavorful. Is it Popeyes? No. Maybe I'll get it right in the future. Our breading did not stick on for some reason. But this is still really juicy and good, just by itself. Oh well, I'm happy with it though. Well, that is it, guys. Please drop a like and subscribe. Bye.